After all the construction progress of Six Flags Great Adventure's new for 2027 roller coaster, I've rebuilt my prediction coaster in Planet Coaster 2. This video is a detailed explanation of my prediction coaster, including the ride stats, theme, and more. This prediction coaster is very much still a work in progress. Just yesterday, there were more pictures posted of the stall, which appears much longer than in my prediction coaster. So I'm currently redesigning the ride once again in Planet Coaster 2. This prediction coaster won't be 100% accurate or a perfect one-to-one recreation of the upcoming ride in real life, but it should still be a somewhat accurate representation of the overall layout, speed, height, and look and feel of the ride. In early January of this year, Six Flags filed a trademark application for a ride called Phantom Spire, which I think could only be used for the ride coming to Great Adventure. Especially considering the ride's color scheme and ride layout, I think it has to be the name of this coaster. We also know this ride will be located in the new Shoreline Pier section of the boardwalk area in the park. Keeping this in mind, it has been my intention to theme the ride around a haunted shipping dock, although it will be a loose theme, similar to something along the lines of the queue for Siren's Curse. Since my last video on my Phantom Spire prediction coaster, I completely rebuilt the layout, added the queues and exit, added a station building, and added scenery elements. I'll get into the layout changes shortly, but first I want to showcase the ride entrance and queue. The ride entrance sign is a large billboard covered in ropes and rust, with the ride's name on it. It also has many rocks beneath it, with fog machines filling the area around the sign with fog. The entrance has a fast lane entrance and a standby entrance. The fast lane queue is much shorter, with a few switchbacks that lead right to the station. The standby queue is longer and has multiple shaded sections, as well as a great view of the first launch. The station is meant to look like an old abandoned building that's rusting and decaying. In real life, the station will have a transfer table, similar to the Mr. Freeze coasters, but I was unable to recreate this in Planet Coaster 2. I built electrical rooms and various electrical equipment around the station and final launch. This equipment would store and transfer the energy needed for the launches, and is meant to increase the realism of the prediction coaster. Now, let's talk about the layout. There are many changes and other things I have to share about the layout. And there are now LSM stators in place upside down during the stall in real life now as well, so I added launch sections to the stall. This was before the recent pictures of the stall were released, so I made the stall smaller than it currently is in real life. I am working on rebuilding the stall to accurately match the length of the element in real life. Next, I shortened the final launch section to account for the upside down launch and curved it, so the end of the launch would have you already beginning to ascend the tower. The final and most notable change to the layout is the tower, or the Spire as the name suggests. I deleted the entirety of the tower I built in the previous version of this prediction coaster, and started over. As you can see, this piece of track that has been widely photographed and published by influencers and the park themselves has a very sharp curve. The ride starts with a launch that will likely reach above 40 to 50 miles per hour, so we know that this piece of track can't be at the beginning of the ride. The upside down launch and third launch will just continue to increase the speed, so this track can't go there either. That leaves one place for this track to go, and that's at the very top of the tower. In the concept art published in the park survey last year, the track at the top of the tower seemed to bank outwards. I did not expect that to make it to the final version of the ride, but I think now it's essentially confirmed that the top of the tower will have the track bank outwards at a 90-degree angle. This is a stark contrast to the previous version of this prediction coaster, where I had the track bank inwards at a 45-degree angle. I couldn't realign the tower with the new stall anyway, so I deleted the whole thing. This new tower is slightly taller and has more track at the top. It winds around the tower in a spiral until it banks outward at the top and curves inwards. This provides a drastically different appearance to the ride, not to mention how it will feel when riding, since the cars will be spinning. This will certainly be an interesting sensation. 1 second you could be facing 350 feet down to the ground, and then next thing you'll know you'll be on your back staring into the sky. Not to mention how it will feel spinning upside down while accelerating from the launch. I can't imagine what this coaster will feel like. Now, let's get into the ride stats. In my prediction coaster, the ride reaches 42 miles per hour from the first launch, 55 miles per hour from the second launch, and reaches 100 miles per hour from the third launch. It then ascends the tower/spire and reaches a maximum height of 350 feet, although the structure itself reaches 375 feet. We know through Six Flags filings with the FAA that the overall structure height will be 375 feet. I don't think the train will reach the very top of the structure, but it should still come close. This means that it would need a speed of 100 miles per hour or above. We can definitely expect very high speeds from this coaster. Although the layout isn't 100% accurate, these stats should still be pretty similar to the finished roller coaster in real life. I am still in the process of adjusting the layout, and I will make many tweaks and adjustments to the ride as more details and information becomes known. This project is still a work in progress, and I'll keep you guys updated on it on my second channel. Both the Project Purple 2027 coaster in real life and my prediction coaster in Planet Coaster 2 have a long way to go, but I'm having a lot of fun creating it, and I'm super excited to ride the actual roller coaster in real life when it's finished next year. Even though we're still a long way away from the ride opening, this video should give you a rough idea of what it will look like when it's finished. If you enjoyed watching, stay tuned for more theme park and roller coaster videos. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.